Hey guys, welcome back to Overtakes. This is Misfit.
And I'm Kel.
And this is our grand finals, a preview show part 2. This is where we dive into the match itself and get involved with picks and that kind of stuff. If you're new to the show, thanks a lot for joining us. We do a lot of Overwatch League coverage every day, at least 3 times a week. And we'll be still doing it over in the off-season. So just hit a like, hit a subscribe, and if you like what you're hearing. If you guys are coming back, thanks a lot for coming back. And we're going to dive into some news first, and then we're going to hit this match. In the last day or so, Canada coach Jane has signed on with the Dallas Fuel.
So this is a pretty big signing for them. I like it. I like this move a lot. I've honestly been pretty surprised that it's taken this long for Jane to get into the league as a coach, especially after how quickly and no-brainer it was for him to be the coach for Team Canada.
Yeah.
And then he's just kind of sitting there in the off season. I don't know if maybe he did get an offer in the early part and he wasn't sure. But at this point, obviously he's taken a job, and it kind of sucks because I do like watching his stream.
So do I, yeah.
So we're not going to get as much of that because I'm sure he's going to be very busy doing this. But I'm super happy for the guy. I think he'll be a huge asset to Dallas Fuel as in general. We were talking about it a little bit, and I was just thinking, thinking the strategies that guy can come up with, and then what Arrow has already done, and then you have a guy like Seagull. That's
crazy.
An incredible, just kind of brain of the operation at that point with those 3 guys coming together.
All 3 of those guys is just their strategy levels, their game sense, and Seagull actually has the mechanical skills to apply to play in the league. But just with Arrow and Jane alone, those 2 guys are probably 2 of the best brains in Overwatch as far as strategy,
utilizing the talent that he's got.
Yeah.
Maybe not so best at picking a full roster, Team America.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they end up doing once it actually gets going. Because I feel like some of that stuff is definitely subject to change depending on the meta and what you're going to need as a player and all that.
Yeah. But at least as far as him going to Dallas, with him and Arrow, I think are going to... the only caveat could be they could clash. Yeah. I don't think they will.
It's a possibility.
It's always a possibility.
When you got big egos and knowledge and all that, it's inevitable you're going to have something. It's just a matter of, can they keep it professional? And just from the way that Jane composes himself, I don't think that will be an issue anyway.
Yeah. And they're both pretty professional guys.
Right.
And I just want to see what they do, because if the meta stays somewhere in this realm where it's whatever the fuck happens meta.
Yeah.
These 2 guys are going to be pretty interesting to watch what they come up with.
Yeah, for sure.
Seagull's going to be playing about every hero in the fucking game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm sure in the league we'll see him play some Symmetra. He'll play some D.Va. He'll probably play some Hammond.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows?
I'm sure that they'll be throwing him in there. Plus he's hit scan too, and guys like Seagull just take advantage of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway, so we got the news out of the way, and let's talk about...
but we didn't talk about DJ Khaled performing for the grand finals. That's all we need to talk about.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's happening, guys.
I guess fucking Pitbull wasn't available. Jesus Christ. Please, at least they're not, and I said this earlier, at least they're not as bad as the NFL. They didn't drag out the fucking Who or Kiss or some fucking generic rock or generic geriatric rock band from the fucking 70s.
Right, at least it's somebody that's been relevant in the past decade.
Relevant-ish.
Right.
I think Disney owns him too, because he's on fucking ABC all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway. Fantastic. We got entertainment. At least it's not Kenny Chesney. And if you like country music, I'm sorry for you. Anyway. So let's get into the match. All right. We're going to start off. We'll talk about the maps first. Let's talk about the maps.
It's going to start with Dorado. Then they're going to jump to Oasis. Then Eichenwald, Volskaya, and Junkertown. That's just the first day. I think they've released the maps for the second day, but we'll kind of do that. We're going to try to do another show before that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Talk about that then.
We'll have something to air for you guys on Saturday morning before the
The
team
last two matches.
Yeah, last two matches. All right. These guys, now, they rolled in the semifinals, so it's really hard to gauge what they did.
Right.
I mean, they're all pretty much 100% on the maps that they played, except for Junkertown. It's actually the last match of the day, which could be really interesting, because London's 66% and Philadelphia is at 40. I mean, they played it a couple times. I think London played it 3. And Philadelphia, I think, played it every match. Like, every match, they seemed like they had Junkertown on there.
And, yeah, so that's going to definitely be really interesting. I'm interested to see how that's going to end up playing out, because neither of these teams have been great on this map overall. And then, obviously, in the playoffs, I mean, it's a super small sample size, but it's at least something more that we can build off of, because, I mean, going into the playoffs, we were looking at these things, and we're like, man, both of these teams are fucked.
Yeah.
Because they have, they have like garbage. They are garbage at all of these maps. And hey, guess who's in the grand finals?
Yeah.
So
yeah, Oasis is going to kill London anytime they have to play it. They haven't fucking lost on it yet.
Right.
Same thing with Volskaya with Philadelphia. They're terrible on that. Well, they won that.
Yet somehow London has not played Volskaya in the playoffs yet.
You know, I think they played in that match. The match that we all forgot about, where the Gladiators absolutely clobbered them. I think they played Volskaya in that, and they lost. So that was the only time they played it, because I'm pretty sure they played it.
Yeah, because it did. Yeah, it did have.
It had a map fight that did not win one.
Yeah, they just played it the one time, and it was when they got steamrolled by the Gladiators 3-0.
Yeah. So
no, that was Hanamura.
That was Hanamura. That's right. It was Hanamura.
They didn't even get to Hanamura.
Yeah, they didn't get to Hanamura. It went 3. So, yeah, they actually haven't played Volskaya.
Well, they really haven't played too many of the 2CP maps in general, because they haven't gotten to those.
Yeah. And
very much. Like, they've literally... It's been either they got 3-0'd or they 3-0'd. Like,
yeah.
The only chance they would have had is against the Valiant in that first game, and they played Hanamura.
Yeah, and they tied Hanamura anyway. So, we don't know what the London's going to bring to Volskaya. And I think it's going to get there. I don't think this is a 3-0 job.
Oh, no way. I'm fully expecting at least 4 maps in every set that is played. I'm fully expecting 3 sets to get played.
So am I. And I think we talked about on our first preview, there's going to be some nerves in the first set that's going on tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's going to be some iffy play, some wonky stuff going on, because, I mean... I don't know, if you're not nervous when you're up on that stage in that environment, there's something fucking wrong with you.
Right.
And I don't mean like nervous to the point where you're shaking and you're in a fucking corner. I mean, like,
but if you just
there's nerves.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be nerves. There's going to be... Yeah, I feel like the first couple maps, like Dorado and Oasis, could get real wonky. Yeah. And then, like, I feel like by that point, probably about after halftime, or maybe even halfway through Oasis, and then, like, when they come out after halftime, that's when they'll kind of regroup and then just be like, just playing our game the way we play it, ignoring everything else.
Yeah, exactly. And it's gonna hinge upon some of those weird things too, like that. I mean, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a different environment for them to play in and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that arena is gonna be loud as fuck.
Yeah, especially if all you Philly fuckers come up from
right,
go up the road a bit to hit the Barclays Center.
I mean, there's gonna be that. There's gonna be, I mean, just that many more people in general will be in there. Then you just got the whole pressure of it. I mean, this is the finals. This is it. This is what they've been playing for.
Yeah, and just the money alone, man.
Yeah.
$1 million. That's a lot of money. And, you know, you got that in the back of your mind. So let's dive into the teams and the matchups we got going on here. So, I mean, we went into the maps. They really don't prove a lot, except for we think that Junkertown is definitely going to be weird for sure.
Yes.
And both these teams are going to make Dorado super fun. I know that for sure. Because the way they've been playing it, both of them, it's fucking insane. And I can't actually, no better way to start off the match than with that.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Dorado's become like my favorite one of the escort maps. Really.
Yeah.
Just from watching these guys play it. Because there's so much crazy shit you can do. Right.
There's a ton of crazy things you can do. There's a meta for each section.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see. I love watching these guys play on it. Because, like, there's so many little, like, things you can get up on for high ground in different sections, and then
you can be sneaky and get around people, and
there's a lot of flanking.
Time flanking.
Yeah. Right.
Farah, you can use Farah in like the second, and if you really need to, you can use her on the third part too.
Yeah.
I mean, EQO proved that. Like people said, you really shouldn't play blah blah blah. Oh well, no, EQO went in on third stage of Dorado and absolutely wrecked the fuck out of New York.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of different stuff
with their stupid 3 freaking support. God.
And
EQO just fucking shredded him.
Okay, you want to do that, and you want to get Pine on something where he's never going to get an ult in time? Sure. Yeah. Okay, I'll take advantage of that. No mobility, no hit scan. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Bye. Done. We'll see you in New York.
Yeah, for sure. The maps make it look real interesting.
Yeah.
Let's dive into how the matchup is going to be. You think? Let's talk about the tanks.
Yeah, let's start with the tanks. Now, London had their tanks. Now, their tanks have been under fire, kind of, the latter part of the season, especially Stage 3, end of Stage 3, Stage 4, Fury,
and Gesture.
And Gesture.
I mean, we've given some real shit to London about their tank play at times.
But the one thing I will say that they did do, and I don't know, if Fury got a little bit of shit, and he shouldn't have, because they were playing Wu Yall way too much.
Yeah.
And obviously, that didn't work out because they released him.
Right.
So, I think in Stage 4, he was lacking some playing time, because in Stage 3, he didn't play that much.
Right.
I know he had an injury or something like that, but
still was getting a ton of play time at this point.
Yeah, and Fury is by far the better diva.
Like, not even a question.
And Gesture was getting a lot of heat. I think it's the meta change more than anything.
Yeah.
Where Winston wasn't, especially in Stage 4 where he had the Brigida thing, and
it was a lot of Reinhardt, and he just was not that good at Reinhardt. But now that he can play more Winston, he can play Orisa as well.
Yeah.
He is a fantastic Orisa, and he's probably the best Winston in the league.
Yeah, by far. He's by far, when they run dive, he's top 2 or 3 dive Winstons in the league. Their opponents on the tank side, we got Hotba, Poco, who's switching it out, and Sato.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the stats, Poco has been, he's been a tier all his own.
Yeah.
Anything. Like, no one has a higher rating than Poco does for the time played in the playoffs. He has a 1766 rating with a 7.3 kill-death ratio
on Diva.
Yeah. Like, that's absurd.
With 36 minutes played. The next closest guy is Fury with 37 minutes played at 15:23.
Right. And, my God. And then you look at some of the kill-death percentage, plus minus. We'll talk about him in a second, but good God, Carpe.
Yeah.
Keep it in your pants, man. Okay, anyway, so Poco's kill-death was
6.4,
which is ridiculous. His plus minus was 7.3.
Yeah.
But even still, both of those are insane. Like, no one was even close to that for kill-death.
Yeah, and Hotba actually picked it up a little bit, too, on the off-tank. We were really critical of them playing Hotba, but the thing that Hotba brought was that DPS.
Oh, his versatility.
Versatility. He pulled, out of his bag of tricks that we didn't know he had.
Right.
So, running him in there, putting him in there, and him playing Tracer, and playing some other heroes, as well as, his Zarya was really good, too.
Mm-hmm.
He killed it he absolutely destroyed fucking Boston on one of the matches with Zarya.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is going to be, whoever they have in, they're going to be good.
Yeah.
And situationally, it depends on who they play on what maps, I think is how they're working it. Poco, it seems like he's definitely one of those guys that they've been putting in on things like Oasis, and on the King of the Hill maps and such.
Definitely on the King of the Hills. He I feel like he tends to play more on the hybrids as well. But then we get more Hotba on the escort and that kind of stuff. But yeah, just in general, between those two guys, it's a tough call.
It's a tough call on off tank, really, because Fury is up there with those two guys as far as his effectiveness.
Right. I mean, as far as main tank, I'm going to give the edge to London. I do like Sato a lot. I think he's a great player, but Gesture is he's just too damn good.
Yeah. I think Sato is close. I think it's a really close one.
Yes, but I have to give the edge to Gesture.
Yeah, I give the edge to Gesture in that too. Off tank, I'm going to go with Philadelphia's combo over Fury.
Yeah, same.
They're a little bit more lethal than Fury. Fury's really, really good, but these guys go after it, which is in this meta with Diva. All you people saying that Diva does not fucking matter and cannot do anything in this meta, learn how to fucking play her. Because the top 4 of the top 5 guys in these matches are Poco, Fury, Hotba, and Fury again for a match against the Valiant in stats. So you don't know how to play Diva is what it boils down to.
Right.
Now, granted, they have some others, and this is Diva specific because on the hero, it doesn't say Tracer, this, that, and the other thing. It says Diva. We're just going with the Diva stats on this.
Right.
So learn how to play her before you open your mouth and whine on fucking Twitter, Twitch, and say she's irrelevant. Because no, she's not.
Right. She can clearly be played. You just got to be smarter about it. Obviously, don't dive into Brigitte, you dummies.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I got to learn that one.
Yeah, same.
Oof.
Whenever I play Diva, I'm just like,
yeah.
ooh, she has her shield down. Oh, wait, she can just put it right back up and stun me.
Yeah, and then she starts swinging her egg beater.
Yeah.
And beating the fuck out of you. Anyway, so we're going to go, it's kind of split on the tanks. So we'll go with this 50-50 on the tanks. Off tank going to Philadelphia, main tank going slight edge to the London Spitfire. Now let's move to supports.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah, it really does.
Especially the flex. The flex is going to be a flex position right now. Badosin has been fucking scary as hell.
Right. But so has Boombox.
I was just
That's what is so terrifying. That's what just makes this so fascinating. Like, both of these guys have been, like, right there as far as, like, being some of the best flex supports in the league.
Yeah.
And especially in the playoffs. In
the playoffs, they have shown... Also, these guys have shown their versatility where Badosin has been playing Roadhog. He jumps on Tracer. He threw in May once or twice, and he does the, if they do the pirate ship, he's their bastion.
Right.
And he kind of, I don't want to say carried them last week against the Valiant, but he made that match a nightmare for the Valiant.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I do not think they expected him to be as effective as he was because they said, well, we have Kareev, who's just as good. And he outplayed Kareev, and Kareev didn't play bad.
Right, no, Kareev played really well in that game. He probably played the best of anybody on that team, and he still got outplayed. That's just how well Boombox was playing.
You mean Badosin?
Or Badosin, I mean.
Well, and Boombox, to the same respect, he pulled out the Roadhog, and there was points where I think he had like a 60-70% hook rating.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane, man.
Yeah. So it just the toss up between these two guys, it's unreal, and I feel like we just kind of have to give it a draw.
Yeah, at this point, a draw, especially, and a lot of it's the way Boombox has picked up his game.
Yeah. Really,
I mean, like when the pressure got on, he just like turned it up, man, and it's great to watch that. I mean,
that's kind of been true of Philly in general. Like the more you kind of put the spurs to them, the more insane they get.
Yeah, exactly. And London, to that respect, has gone into that too. They haven't... London's more of the old Patriots in the early 2000s where the us against the world thing. Oh, you don't think we can do this?
Yeah.
The Philadelphia kind of has that a little bit, but Philadelphia has that, I don't give a fuck, I'm fighting you.
Yeah. They have more of the...
let's bring it.
The Chauncey Billups Pistons mentality.
Yeah. We're gonna fight you to the bitter end, and we're never gonna stop.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's gonna be great to watch that.
And I'm sure actually, like most Philly fans, if you're regular sports fans, then you're probably kind of cringing at that because that team kind of owned you guys in the early 2000s. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. But Philadelphia was kind of a one-man gang at that point.
They really were.
Iverson fucking just going gangster every fucking game.
Right. But they
still own.
That guy was so good.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I wish he could have played at this point.
Practice?
Like in this league, right now, AI would have been an absolute god.
Is he playing in that 3-on-3 league?
He damn well better be if they want to get anybody to watch it.
No, seriously.
There's no way that dude doesn't still have a jump shot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have to have contact or anything. He just stand back and shoot.
Silky smooth.
Yeah.
But, no, yeah. So it's kind of a draw with those guys. And then the other supports we have Neptuno and Nuss.
Yeah. That's it. Neptuno is, honestly, he's the best battle mercy.
Oh, yeah.
Out there, and he's got insane game sense too, though.
Yeah, he's been putting out some really incredible healing, and just his play as Mercy has really been pretty outstanding. Yeah. So it's tough to. This is another really tough one. Like this might be. Yeah. I think I'm gonna give a slight edge to Neptuno. I like Nuss. I think he's definitely the best. He's the Mercy player that they have.
Yeah, the best healing Mercy, game sense, shot calling kind of Mercy.
Yeah.
Where the one thing that separates Neptuno from him is he's not afraid to pull out that gun.
Right.
And at crucial times, too, he has come up with big picks.
Right. And like he'll get a pick, and that just completely turns the tide of battle, because as soon as he gets that pick, he's swinging back, he's healing up anybody that needs it, and it's...
pulling out his res if he needs to, and it's...
Right.
You can't come at him when he's rezzing somebody.
Oh, no.
That's a mistake.
Yeah.
That is a big mistake, because
as soon as that res is off, he's got that pistol out again, and he's
fucking blasting you.
Right.
And he is psychotically accurate.
And I got to give some credit to their tanks and their off tanks, especially for protecting him when he's doing that as well.
They're very good at that.
Poco and Hotba, and then and Sato have been really, really good about just like, oh, you're getting this res. Okay, we're going to go over here. We're going to protect you. Get this off, and then do your thing. Doing
kind of the bodyguarding thing, too, with the person that goes down so Neptuno can get there has also been crucial, the things that they've been doing.
And that's just an attribute to their ability as a team to... Yeah. Their team cohesion and everything is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a huge reason of why they're where they are.
Yeah, and it's a team that had no cohesion in stage 1, and it's come all the way to this point where they're probably one of the best team-oriented teams, the way they play.
Oh, yeah.
In the league. They're not relying on, Carpe carries, and we're going to get into Carpe and the DPS in a minute. Carpe carries, but he doesn't have to all the time.
Right.
There are other teams where, like even if you go to New York, Sabiobi has to carry on Tracer for them to win big matches.
Yeah. And if he can't carry on Tracer, then they lose.
Yeah.
Case in point, what just happened.
Yeah.
Minus that one game in the Stage 3 playoffs when Libero managed to carry that team.
Yeah.
But even then, Sabiobi still bailed him out a few times.
Yeah, there were a few times in that where Sabiobi had a couple of pulse bombs that were crucial on a Zenyatta or whatever. It just, the thing is with Philadelphia is the reason why they beat New York is they play as a team.
Yeah.
And they were more coordinated. And
their team play is unreal.
And they were fucking ready.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not to get into like the whole thing with the off weeks and all that. We'll discuss what we want to happen next year after Sunday.
Yeah.
When we wrap up the playoffs, we'll get in. We're going to do a whole show on some things that we think need to be implemented in the league the way we want. Some, different things. Not even like some aesthetics, not even necessarily gameplay.
Right.
And things like that. But anyway, so let's hit the most fun part of this match.
Oh, man.
We like talking about supports and tanks, but
this... the best DPS in all the league right now.
This is going to be fucking awesome.
I'm so excited.
Oh, my boy Prophet and Birdring going up against Carpe and EQO. Who, I love EQO, too.
Yeah, EQO is amazing. Carpe is just... He is probably one of the most devastating players in all the league. Like, when he gets going, and he goes off on those little... Like, there is almost nothing you can do to stop him.
No, there's not. And he gets on those runs, especially, like, on Widow, and even on Tracer.
Yeah.
He was unstoppable on Tracer when he was playing her against New York.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have a chance. I mean, the one map he played, he died 3 times and had 18 eliminations.
In 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that's just absurd. And yeah, like Carpe is just an absolute beast. But then the way that Prophet's been playing, I mean, he is right there. Prophet is probably one of the best flex DPSs in the league.
By far.
Like, can't even question it anymore.
Yeah.
The fact that this guy wasn't even... Is he even an all-star?
No, he's not.
That's just that's a fucking travesty.
Yeah, it is.
Because this guy might be one of the best players in the entire league.
Yeah, and in my opinion, I kept going on the, Libero is this and that. After his performance in the playoffs so far, and he did a lot when they were shitty. It's just, you couldn't
tell. Carry because the rest of the team was just so discombobulated at that point.
Because he was the one that was consistently in there all the time. And anytime they had a shot, he was doing something.
Oh, yeah.
And his hero switches are the best in the league.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah, and I don't care, Jake Rat, I don't think you should call it Jake Rat anymore. It's the Prophet Rat.
Yeah.
Because he is the best junk rat in the league. I said it in stage 1, and I will say it now. He's the best junk rat in the league. You can call it Jake Rat and all that stuff. Nope. Not in my book.
No. Prophet is the best junk rat in the league, hands down.
And then all the other heroes he plays are insanely top 5 in the league too. I mean, it's hard to combat this dude.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that Philly needs to do with the off-tank position is harass the fuck out of Prophet.
Yeah. And it's weird, like, I'm trying to think, like, I feel like I have to give a slight edge to London with Prophet, but then EQO, I feel like is slightly better than Birdring. Yeah. So it's like it kind of balances out. And and then you still have Carpe. Like it's
all right,
it's ridiculous.
So Carpe and Prophet are gods.
Yeah.
And then the next tier down
you have the demigods.
Birdring and EQO. But the one thing is too with EQO, he can neutralize Prophet a little bit with the Pharah. But Prophet's not afraid to jump on Pharah once the other guy does.
Right.
That's the thing. He can play Pharah. Not quite like EQO can. But, I mean, this is a really hard call. I mean, do you go even on this? I mean, this is kind of a draw. I might go a little bit towards Philly because I think Birdring is great, but
just the greatness of Carpe and EQO together elevates them just slightly up. Like, Prophet is incredible, Birdring's really damn good, but, like, they don't quite even up to being where the Philly guys are.
And by a hair of a margin, too.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It
is like such a small margin there. It's like...
And most of it for me is the Carpe factor with... Just when he gets on a roll, it's frightening. I mean, Birdring gets on rolls too, especially like on Widowmaker.
Yeah, and so does Prophet, but like when there's just something about when Carpe does it, like it's just like it almost is degrading.
Yeah.
Like
it's like he said, okay, it's like if you and by the way, this weekend you can get a Smurf account, guys, for free.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have a Smurf account, and I had an incident like this. It reminded me of this incident. I have a secondary account because I'm one of those guys, and I was on level 1 first match. I actually had to go up against Taimu was doing a Smurf. Seriously, Taimu was on the other team, and he was just like kind of standing back, and then all of a sudden it was just like ping, 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 ping. Sorry guys, that's kind of like what Carpe does to me. It's just like, all right, I guess it's time. I got the rifle. I'm bored now. I don't want to play this fucking map anymore. I just want to end it. Let's go.
Right.
And at the time, because I get a little fucking ragey. I know it's a shock. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he just like private messaged me. He's like, relax. I won't even be in your tier in the next match. I'm like, no kidding. You had 2 5 kills, dude, on Widowmaker on 66. You're a pro. Everybody else is not. But anyway, it was still fun. Just that I was like, oh, that actually is Taimu. Okay. Fuck me. But that's Carpe reminds me of that, and that gives him the slight edge.
Yeah.
And but as far as the match goes now, we've gone over this, so we've given a slight edge to London in the tanks. We draw it out on the supports, and a slight edge to Philadelphia in the DPS.
Yeah.
So where are we picking this first set? We're just doing the first set, guys.
I think this first set, it goes to... I mean, this is going to come down to Junkertown, I feel like.
Yeah, it's coming down to Junkertown for sure.
Like, well, I will be shocked if it doesn't go to 5. I mean, like, there's no way that one team is going to roll the other. I think that would be... That would be the biggest surprise of anything, is if one team just kind of dominated. But I am leaning towards London in this first game.
I kind of am too. I would not be surprised if either team, though, goes 2-0 into halftime. Yeah. Just with the nerve factor and the getting the feel. And then, you know, like, the other team is like, all right, let's reset. Let's just go.
Yes.
You know, and if, say, Philadelphia's down 2-0, they have maps where they're good at.
Right. Honestly, I feel like if Philadelphia goes down 2-0, they have a better chance of winning the overall set than the other way. Yeah. Whereas I feel like if Philly goes up 2-0, they might get a little too cocky or a little too confident. Yeah. I don't think it's going to like really affect them that much, but I feel like they have a slightly lower chance of winning it than if they're down 2-0.
Yeah.
If they split, obviously it's really up in the air.
Which is what I want.
That's another
thing to be up in the air.
Yeah, I wanted to just go like trading maps. Like, yeah, I want that. But
I want insane play. I'm leaning towards London in a fifth map, possibly tiebreaker map if they tie on something
like Volskaya.
Yeah, Volskaya
or Eichenwald or something.
Yeah, I mean, and it's possible.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, did they now? Here's a question. I know it's highly improbable because we haven't even gotten an overtime map yet. What happens if they tie 2 maps?
I think they have another tiebreaker map. I think there's like 2 full tiebreaker maps. Because I think the other one would be...
well, if they tied 2, it would be...
It'd be Nepal and... Well, because they have to win 3 is the thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
you have to win 3. So they could potentially draw like Eichenwald and Volskaya.
Or do they have like... Is it like the third match where the loser... picks, like they have, like, say, Escort Hybrid. Well, obviously it's going to be...
I think it's another... I think it's one of the other King of the Hill
maps. Maybe the loser picks that. I mean, that's a deep fucking discussion there, but...
I think they have... I remember them saying, like, if it goes past Nepal...
It's like Oasis or...
No, it wouldn't be Oasis.
Lijiang?
No, it wouldn't be Lijiang. It'd probably be...
Ilios?
Ilios, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think they
So we dive into Ilios. Give me Ilios in this match, guys.
Oh my god, that'd be so great.
Can we get there?
Yes.
That fucking match would be on until 4 o'clock in the morning.
I would love it, though.
Yeah, so would I. We're both going with London slightly.
Yeah. I'm not going to be surprised by either outcome.
No, I won't be surprised either. And I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. If someone does... totally destroy the other team, I don't think it's a foregone conclusion on Saturday that they're going to be the champion.
Yeah, no way. Not
because
at all.
From what we have seen, like even in the first round or other stuff,
these teams are both fast. Yeah, these teams are both completely capable of turning it around and figuring something out that's going to stop the other team.
And they're both very good with their backs against the wall.
Yeah.
And they're very good when the blood's in the water, too.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be fucking...
It's shaping up that we could get some of the absolute best. I mean, that match, the final match between Philly and New York, I feel like was just a taste of what we're going to get in this matchup, because both of these teams are so hungry for this and they know they're so close. So we're going to see... some really incredible play out of both teams. And
they have incredible playmakers, too. This is kind of like it's like in the NBA when you, like, even like, I know we're not big fans of Golden State, but Golden State and the Cavs when you got like LeBron making plays.
Right.
And like Curry making stupid shots that he shouldn't have any business making.
Right. Well, it was like, before the Warriors got Kevin Durant. And those were 2 of the best finals that we've seen in a long time.
And those guys just making plays, man.
Yeah, it was just guys making incredible plays. I mean, I'll never forget that block that LeBron had. Yeah. I mean, even in that in the first series they played against each other, like there was some incredible plays from both sides. Like, I mean, Curry hit some fucking stupid shots in Game 5 that just like completely sunk him, and it's just like.
And there were a couple like big. Iguodala came up fucking huge one game against the Cavs. I mean, just like big playmakers, man.
Right.
Just absolute monster games, and we're gonna get this, and I am so fucking pumped up for it.
Right.
guys, I'm gonna be on. Kel's got a little something to do early in the evening. I will be on Discord. I might stream. I might not. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna go on Discord and watch the maps, and we'll have conversations on there. So definitely join our Discord thing. I'm fucking hyped, man. I'm gonna be like out of my mind.
I'll be keeping an eye on the Discord while I can.
You chime in or if possible.
I'm gonna jump in there as soon as I get off, and I can jump in there.
And we'll definitely get something rolling that, and we'll hit you guys on Saturday for sure with something.
Yes.
So this is it's gonna wrap it up for this one. So you guys know what to do by now. If you like what you're hearing, if you're new, hit a like, hit a subscribe. If you've already been here, thanks a lot for all the likes, all the conversations. We love the conversation, guys. We just keep it coming. And hit us on all the social media. We'll be definitely on Friday and Saturday for sure. Doing different stuff, commenting, live tweeting, Discord, all that kind of fun stuff. And we'll have some stuff for you on Saturday to wrap up these matches. And then we will definitely hit you with a recap of the whole grand finals. What we thought, what we took out of it, where things are going to go after that. And then we're going to hit a bunch of off-season stuff. So don't worry, we're going to have a lot of content. Even in the next couple of weeks when you think it's all kind of over, we're still going to be here talking about stuff.
For sure.
So definitely hit us up, and we will talk to you guys later, and have a great first day of the finals.
Later, guys.